Hey everyone. I never got a chance to do the rest of the questions for the Q&A because I got busy this weekend. So, um, and I have to do this Christmas tree, which I'm not looking forward to. But I thought I'd do the answers to these questions real quick while I'm trying to do this tree. Um, the first question is, how can you have a full signal, not move or touch your phone, and then seconds later have full signal, and then not move or touch your phone, and then seconds later maybe have no signal? And I have no idea. I think it's the most retarded thing in the world, and I wish it wouldn't do that, but it does. Um, Mine does it all the time, and I hate it because I'll have like good signal in the house, and then I just lose it. So I have no idea. Phones are weird. The other question is, why is it that when a cat is getting a bath, they can say no, clear as a bell, but nothing else? And I honestly don't know. I think it's just the way it sounds. I don't think they're honestly saying no, but they could be. I don't know. Ask a cat. The other one is funny. It's a schnozberry. Who's ever heard of a schnozberry? Well, I think the only way you've ever heard of a schnozberry is if you watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, it's the only way you've heard of a schnozberry. And my friend Veronica wants to know why everybody wants to mess with her boobs. Duh, because they're huge and they're squishy. That's why. Hope you like your answer, V. And the other one is from great movie, Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. Why is a writing desk afraid of a crow? I don't know. Ask the Mad Hatter. Maybe the writing desk's afraid that the crow is gonna peck at it, ruin its wood. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, if a tomato is a fruit, then why did they teach you in school that it's a vegetable? I don't know. I think that's one of those awkward questions because some people say it's a vegetable, some say it's a fruit. I consider it a vegetable. I've always considered it a vegetable. I don't consider it a fruit because they're not really sweet. And unless you get cherry tomatoes, those are sweet, but they're not really like the normal fruit. I always consider them like a veggie. Why do people overuse the word love, and then when somebody only uses it when they really mean it, are they considered a cold person? I think it all depends on people because some people say love freely, like they say I love you to everybody, and some people only say it if they really, really, really mean it. The way I do it is, if I truly love you, if I truly, truly love you, I say love you. If it's just like a friendship or a cool love, it's like love ya. So I guess it all depends on the person. I have my own ways of telling you that I really love you and what if you're just really cool. So another question is, why do guys have to play with everything? I honestly don't know. But I remember like when I'd go to the hospital or the doctor's office for like my checkups when I was pregnant, John would play with absolutely everything. It used to drive me insane. Couldn't take him to the doctor's office because he'd play with the rubber gloves, he'd play with the tongue depressors, and I'm like, dude, can you please stop? We're at a doctor's office. Can you not play with everything? But they do. He would play with the light at the end of the gynecology table. I'm like, really? Do you know what that's close to all the time? Ew. Ew. No. I don't play with nothing in the doctor's office. That's gross. Or they just, I don't know. They're guys are guys, I guess. They're like kids. I guess that comes with the saying that girls mature faster than boys, I guess. I don't know. Another question is, are am I planning on having any more kids? That's, I'm not really sure. I don't know if I really want to have more kids or not. Like, that keeps ending up like, oh yeah, I'd love to have more kids. And then I'm like, kids are tearing apart the house and fighting with each other and driving me crazy. And then I'm like, ah, no, no more kids. But honestly, I never planned on any of my kids. They were all surprises. So I never really tried to get pregnant with any of them. So as of right now, no, I'm not planning or trying to get pregnant. I don't really feel that I can handle another child right now. So as of right now, no. I mean, maybe when the kids are older and in school and doing well, then maybe. But I don't, as of right now, no, I'm not trying to get pregnant. And the last one is, do you think it's wrong to be engaged and not have an engagement ring? No, I don't. Because when me and John got engaged, it was like, I never had an engagement ring. It didn't last very long. Now, and I've been engaged, let's see, 3 times before I got with John. Yeah, 3 times before I got with John. And I really didn't, I got a ring, but it was an engagement ring with my first fiance. It was like weird. It was just a plain little band with cubic zirconia stones. I guess it just meant something, but it took a while to get one. And then with my second fiance, I'm not gonna say any names because that's not nice. But my second fiance, it was just a regular ring. It was just your typical whatever ring. It was just something that meant something, and so I got that. But and then with my third fiance, which was kind of crappy, but I didn't have a ring for the longest time. And then when he finally did get me a ring, it wasn't like I didn't even have it very long. I had it for like a week, and then he decided he didn't want to marry me. And his sister took back the rings because he had a sister buy the rings. And I mean, that was an actual engagement ring, but he didn't buy it himself. He had somebody else buy it, and then when we got into an argument, she took it back. So with him, I never really had an engagement ring, and he decided after he gave it to me that he didn't want to marry me. So, which was fine because I'm happier now. I'm glad that things worked out the way they did. So, no, you don't really need an engagement ring. With John, I never got an engagement ring. I didn't even have wedding rings until we'd already been married for years. I mean, we got married in 2005. And in 2008 was when I finally got my engagement and wedding band. We didn't have any rings. So, no, I mean, it's all preference. I mean, you don't have to have a ring. You can go get any kind of ring and say it's an engagement ring. It's not a big deal. I mean, you can go get a cubic zirconia ring or just something that really means a lot to you. Like, it doesn't have to have diamonds. It can just be something symbolic. You can get one of those and say it's an engagement ring. You don't have to have an actual engagement ring. I mean, it's just symbolic. It's not a definite. You don't need it. So no, it's not wrong. I mean, for the person who asked me this question, then yeah, I'm surprised she doesn't have an engagement ring yet, or even a symbolic ring, like a promise ring, anything, because they've been engaged so long. But I mean, it's not a necessity. I don't think it's wrong completely. I mean, she should, but she doesn't. So, but I mean, as long as you guys are together and you love each other, you know you guys are engaged, then what's the big deal? That's how I feel about it. So that's the end of the questions. And hope I answered them good enough. If you want to do more, just send them to me, and I will get to them as soon as I can. I know it's hard. It's hard because I have the kids. Right now, the kids are napping, so. And as you can see, like, I have a lot to do. Like, this tree, I don't know if you see it, but the tree's limbs are, like, all bent out of shape weird. And it's because it's just gotten pulled out of the box. So I need to straighten all these branches out and make it look pretty, because you can see up here it looks like it's bald, and down here it's like all bent out of shape. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm sure I will post pictures on Facebook later as it's getting done, but I have to put the lights and everything on it still. And right now is the only time I have to straighten the branches without the kids driving me crazy. So, alright. If you want to give me more questions, feel free. I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. Alright?